This entire situation with James Charles blew up way faster than anyone expected, and honestly, it all started with one moment he probably thought was harmless. But the second he mocked a small TikToker on camera, someone who was just trying to share a product she genuinely loved, the internet caught something he didn't think anyone would notice. Because right after making fun of her, right after calling out creators for using manipulative TikTok shop tactics, James did the exact same thing he accused her of. And once viewers put two and two together, everything exploded. This isn't just a story about one shady comment or one uncomfortable reaction. It's about what happens when a creator builds a brand on authenticity, calls out other people for behavior he claims to hate, and then turns around and participates in it himself. And the way this situation spiraled? Yeah, nobody saw that coming. But the deeper you go into this, the more layers start peeling back, and it all starts with one TikToker, one review video, and a moment of shade that set everything in motion. Before any of the drama kicked off, TikToker Lauren Roscoe was minding her business, posting her usual mix of beauty content, product reviews, and little parody songs. She's 37, going through IVF, and like so many creators, she uses TikTok as a way to share what she loves and make a living. And genuinely, none of her content is controversial or rage bait. She's just a creator trying her best, like thousands of others on the platform. But when James Charles uploaded his latest YouTube video, Lauren recognized something. He had reacted to one of her videos, one she put together with real effort and honesty, and the way he did it didn't sit right with her. At first, she held back. She didn't want drama, she didn't want to be seen as someone going after James Charles, and she didn't want negativity on her page. But the more she replayed his reaction, the more irritated she became. She described it perfectly. It was one of those moments where you brush it off at first, but by the next morning, you're annoyed, hurt, and thinking, wait a minute, why did he shade me like that? And for her, that was the moment everything changed. Because once she went back, once she really watched the way he spoke about her, she realized this wasn't just a little joke. And that's when she decided she had to say something. But the deeper she looked, the more she realized something didn't add up. The drama truly kicked off when James uploaded a video titled, "I bought every TikTok makeup ad on my FYP." The premise was simple. He wasn't allowed to scroll past any TikTok shop makeup ad. He had to buy every product that popped up, no matter what. Sounds harmless, right? Except James didn't frame it as a fun challenge. He framed it as a commentary on the scammy, clickbait, rage-bait behavior of TikTok creators. He specifically criticized the over-the-top delivery, the dramatic claims, the pressure tactics, and the way creators push products for commission. He said these creators will literally do anything to make a sale. He said TikTok shop ads were manipulative. He said the videos were designed to grab your attention so they can make money off you. And that would have been a solid point if James weren't one of the creators doing those exact same things. Because this video, the one where he mocked the behavior of other creators, was itself sponsored. And his own TikTok shop promos used the same kind of intensity, urgency, and dramatic language he just criticized. Which would have been fine, except James has done the exact same thing. This is where people really started paying attention. Because viewers immediately realized something James seemed completely blind to. Everything he criticized, he has done too. He shouted into the camera about why you need his new sponge. He's used the classic TikTok shop urgency tactic. What are you waiting for? He's made the dramatic reveals, the exaggerated reactions, the overhyped transitions. He even showed the double the size, half the price gimmick with his own products. So when he turned around and called other creators scammy for basically doing the same thing? Yeah. People were confused. Lauren was confused. And that confusion quickly turned into irritation. Because how can you drag someone for participating in the same system that you profit from daily, especially when your brand is literally built around TikTok shop? But the moment he actually watched Lauren's specific video is where things really went left. When James got to Lauren's TikTok, things shifted. His tone changed, his expression changed, and viewers noticed immediately. Lauren was reviewing a BB cream, showing 2 shades, and trying to match her face to her chest, like tons of makeup creators do. But instead of reacting neutrally or constructively, James shaded her instantly. "That is not your color, girl," he said with a laugh. He rolled his eyes. He gave that sarcastic tone everyone recognizes, and after mocking her shade match, he did the same thing himself minutes later. He put an overly dark shade on his own face, then justified it by saying he always matches his foundation to his arms and chest, the exact explanation Lauren gave in her video. Then came the part that really irritated viewers. The moment Lauren said, "Okay, Cardi," in her TikTok, James and his videographer made faces. Real, noticeable you faces. They said they hated when people act like they personally know celebrities. But the irony? Millions of people speak to James the same way, calling him sister, treating him like a friend, acting familiar. And he encourages that parasocial relationship. So why is it okay when his fans do it, but cringeworthy when Lauren does it? This was the moment people felt the energy shift. The shade felt more personal than playful, more condescending than comedic. But here's where things took a turn, even he didn't expect. This was the twist that made the internet explode. After mocking her shade match, after rolling his eyes at her, after saying she was boring, James ended up giving the BB cream a 9 out of 10. Not only that, he linked the product in his YouTube description. And that link? It was marked as sponsored, which meant he mocked a smaller creator for trying to make money through TikTok Shop, then turned around and used her exact video to make money himself. He used her recommendation. He benefited from her find. He profited from the same platform and the same method he just dragged. For Lauren, this wasn't about being made fun of. It was the hypocrisy, the double standard, the fact that he criticized her for something he was actively doing while reacting to her content. And that's when things got really intense. Because what happened next made people even more angry. After Lauren's TikTok went viral, James commented under her post. He tried to explain. He said she left out the part where he complimented her. He said he corrected his shade comment. He said she looked beautiful. He said the whole point was just to test whether TikTok Shop videos were legit. But then he deleted the comment. And that's when viewers snapped. Because deleting a comment doesn't happen unless someone regrets it or doesn't like the reaction it's getting. People accused him of backpedaling. They said he couldn't handle backlash. They said he only deleted it because the response wasn't in his favor. Lauren said it herself. People started responding to him harshly, and he didn't like the direction things were going. But the reaction he got wasn't the one he expected. The internet didn't take James's side on this one, not even a little. People flooded the comments saying, "Why shade her? You do the same thing. Your whole brand is TikTok Shop. Women are literally your main demographic. Why mock them? You profit from this system too." The part that really hit viewers? When Lauren said she didn't want the hate going to him. She even considered deleting her video because she didn't want him to feel anxious or attacked. But her followers told her not to. They reminded her that she didn't send anyone after him. They told her he put himself in that position by mocking smaller creators while doing the same thing he criticized. Meanwhile, Lauren's point remained simple. She shares products she actually likes. She's not performing outrage. She's not manipulating anything. She's just doing what thousands of creators do every day. And the contrast between her genuine approach and James's over-the-top critique rubbed people the wrong way instantly. And that brings us to the bigger issue behind this entire scandal. This wasn't just about one comment or one BB cream. For many viewers, this situation fit into a larger pattern they've been noticing with James Charles for a long time. People pointed out that he often calls out others for behavior he also engages in, makes fun of trends he later adopts, shades smaller creators, then apologizes after backlash, deletes comments or videos when things turn bad, plays into parasocial relationships while criticizing others for doing the same, participates in TikTok Shop culture while dragging creators who rely on it. The Lauren situation became a symbol of something bigger, a frustration viewers have been feeling for years, a frustration about inconsistency, about selective criticism, about performative outrage. And that's why this blew up. Not because he reviewed a makeup product, not because he made a joke, but because people felt like they were finally seeing a pattern they couldn't ignore anymore. And that's why this small TikTok moment became a full-blown controversy. When you zoom out, this drama wasn't about a BB cream, a shade match, or even a TikTok reaction. It was about the frustration that builds when someone sets rules they don't follow themselves. Viewers weren't angry because he reviewed a product. They were angry because he mocked the same creators he profits from, dragged the same tactics he uses, and then acted confused when it upset people. Lauren didn't create drama for views. She didn't attack him. She didn't encourage hate. She just reacted to a moment that stung, a moment that exposed a bigger issue. And now the question viewers are asking is simple. Was this just James having a bad moment? Or is it a sign of something deeper? A blind spot, a pattern, and a habit of criticizing behavior he participates in? Because at the end of the day, this wasn't really about TikTok Shop. It wasn't about Cardi B, and it wasn't about one BB cream. It was about what happens when someone forgets the standards they expect from everyone else. And that's why this entire situation became another James Charles mess the internet couldn't ignore. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this deep dive, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you never miss the next upload. And don't forget to drop a like and share your thoughts in the comments. It helps the channel grow and lets me know what stories you want covered next.